of you to this symposium, The Inner Dimension of Climate Change. In climate science, we often measure the specific numbers such as temperature or rainfall or carbon fluxes. But yet, behind these every data points, actually there is a human story of vulnerability, adaptation. So today's gathering reminds us that responding to climate change is not only about the technology or policy, but also the awareness and compassion. This symposium brings together voices from science, spirituality, and sustainability to explore how inner dimension can strengthen our collective resilience. Co-organized by the Ching-Yen Education Foundation and the Central Weather Administration and the IPCS, this event highlights how interdisciplinary learning and mindful understanding can guide us toward a more sustainable future. Thank you for being here. And now let's begin the opening remarks. First, please join me in welcoming Professor Ching-Yen, Chair of the Ching-Yen Education Foundation, to deliver the opening remark.
Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to co-organize this symposium with IPCS and CWA. We all know that climate change is a great challenge our planet faces. Yet, it is not only an external one, but also an inner one. The state of our environment reflects the state of our minds. Master Sheng, founder of the Dharma Drum Mountain, taught that changing the world begins with changing our mind. This leads to his fourfold environmentalism, protecting the environment through spiritual, social, living, and natural practices. At its heart is spiritual environment. When our minds are calm and clear, we naturally act with kindness and respect. This inner peace helps us live simply, mindfully, and in harmony with the earth. To put this into action, Dharma Drum Mountain launched the Net Zero Dharma Drum project this year. A call for mindful action to reduce carbon emissions and build a truly sustainable world. We are honored to welcome experts, scholars, and friends from around the globe. Let us work together, uniting science, policy, and spiritual wisdom to care for both the earth and the human heart. Peace begins within, and from that inner peace, a brighter and a more hopeful future can grow for us all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. As the Dean of the College of Science and with my roots in psychology, as I'm a psychologist, I'm deeply honored and delighted to welcome you all to today's symposium, The Inner Dimensions of Climate Change. climate change is more than a scientific puzzle. I think it's a mirror reflecting our thoughts, emotions, and choices as a global community. It challenges us to reimagine our role in the world, sparking ideas and igniting action. And let me share with you a brief story from Nobel laureate Suzanne Solomon about the ozone crisis of the 1980s. A challenge that once seemed insurmountable. Through the Montreal Protocol, humanity turned the tide using what she called the 3 Ps. What are the 3 Ps? The first P is personal. When people learned that the ozone hole increases skin cancer risks, it became real, affecting their health and families. Climate change calls us to find that kind of personal connection, like protecting our communities from rising seas. The second P is perceptible. Scientists used striking satellite images of the Antarctic ozone hole to make the invisible vivid. Today, we must bring climate change to life through stories and data that inspire urgency. The third P is practical. The Montreal Protocol offered tangible solutions, like the CFC-free solutions, empowering everyone. For climate action, it's about achievable steps, adopting, for example, like adopting renewables, changing or rethinking daily habits that put solutions in our hands. The Montreal Protocol succeeded through flexibility and unity, building progress step by step. I think change isn't just one grand gesture. It's countless small actions rippled into a wave of transformation. As scientists, innovators, and dreamers, we are humanity's immune system, collective immune system, resisting apathy, challenging complacency, and nurturing hope. Let today's symposium be a spark. Let it remind us that climate change, like the ozone crisis, is not an impossible mission, but an opportunity to unite, innovate, and most importantly, act. Each of us holds a piece of the solution. When challenges become personal, perceptible, and practical, we don't just dream the change. Together, we can make the impossible possible. May this symposium inspire belief that change is within our reach and remind us that we can all make a change. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tsay, Chairman of the Sheng-Yen Education Foundation, and Dr. Tsay, Dean of the College of Science, and dear from distinguished guests, and also some colleagues from Central Weather Administration, and many of my friends. Good afternoon. I think this it is my great honor to join you at this symposium on the inner dimension of the climate change. I think on behalf of the Central Weather Administration, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to IPCS and to Sheng-Yen Education Foundation to co-organize this special event. I think Dr. Tsay and Dr. Ye already mentioned climate change is a global challenge. I think that required not only the scientific understanding, but also the inner transformations. While science provides the data and the technologies, we also need the wisdom. We need the compassion, and we need the cooperation to work together and make the meaningful and sustainable response to the challenges. I think it is why today's symposium is so special. It brings the government agency, like Central Weather Administration, and the academic institute, like IPCS, and also the spiritual communities from DDM. I think we get together and to think together. Each plays, I think, important roles. For example, the government over the policy and the direction, and academia contribute the knowledge and the innovations, and the spiritual communities inspire people's hearts and values. So Master Sheng-Yen and Dharma Drum Mountain, DDM, 法鼓山, in Chinese, 法鼓山, yeah, has long promoted the fourfold environmentalism, Dr. Tsay has mentioned, including the spiritual, nature, living, and social, as a way to build an inner resistance and outer harmony. So through the Net Zero Dharma Drum initiative launched by DDM, Central Weather Administration co-worked with Sheng-Yen Education Foundation together and collect all the information and try to enhance the goals of the spiritual adaptation and the carbon reduction in response the climate challenges. So finally, I think we hope that we can create a balanced approach, one that unites science and spirit, actions and awareness together to move forward a sustainable and a peaceful future for our planet. Thank you very much. Thank you.